Now, Baba amesema, nataka mnisikie vizuri sana ahead of this Sabasaba. Baba amesema vizuri sana that the idea of Sabasaba came from him and Matiba and other like-minded people. Then, the idea is not to protest or demonstrate. The idea is to remember where Kenya has come from as a single-party state to a multi-party state. But again, after kusema hakuna haja kuprotest, akasema okay fine, you can now assemble at Kamkunji. Mwende muassemble at Kamkunji, where the original Sabasaba Day was held. Now, ni kama unaambiwa, because you don't have a free will, okay? Wewe enda kwa idea ya mtu, enda kwa hiyo idea. Wewe usiende ati kuprotest juu idea yako, enda uassemble because of idea ya huo mtu mwingine. Anasema wewe akili yako haifanyi kazi, hivyo ndio venye yani inamaanishwa. Akili yako haifanyi kazi, uende uassemble huko Kamkunji, uambiwe venye inafaa kukua.
Mambo ya maandamano jamani sasa yasite, yaishe. Sisi kile tunaomba wapeane serikali nafasi, serikali iweze kufanya kazi. Tumeona yale mheshimiwa amefanya, Mheshimiwa Ruto, na tunasema azidi kuendelea kufanya. Kama hujafikiwa, bado utafikiwa na maendeleo yale ambayo yanaendelea. Kwa hivyo sisi kile tunaomba kama kina mama, maendeleo jamani, vijana wetu wayasitishe. Wampe Mheshimiwa Rais nafasi aweze kufanya kazi, na wao wenyewe pia watajua ni kazi gani inaendelea. Kwa hivyo sisi kile ambacho tunaomba ni kuwa serikali itakapokuwa imepewa nafasi ya kufanya kazi, kila mtu atahisi amefikiwa. Kwa hivyo vijana, hii hamasa haitatusaidia. Hatuwezi kubali tuchome Kenya yetu ambayo tumeiunda kwa muda mrefu, Kenya yenye amani. Hatutaki tuwe kama nchi zingine zile ziko na vita. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba watoto waweze kusikiza na waweze kupeana nafasi kwa serikali, tusichome Kenya yetu. Kenya ni nchi ya amani. We are not supporting Sabasaba. Sisi kile tunataka ni amani. Hatutaki mambo ya kuchafua mji, ya kuleta vita na vijana wanafanya looting. Kwa hivyo Sabasaba sisi tunaipinga, hatuna haja.
Stay at home, do something useful to avoid being maimed at the streets, to avoid business looting, to avoid being used politically, and to avoid being used as scapegoats for political gains. We must stay at home, remain vigilant, and focus on things that can help this nation. Our achoke na medonoyo ni kin yude wate odongdala otingima useful manyakelo develop in Kenya kai. Yomoko tiyoko do marach, and that is what we call upon, that we are not going to continue that way. Let's remain focused, let's remain committed.
I was shocked to hear that people are going back on the streets on Sabasaba. And I want to say something about it. As a prophet, as a parent, and as a man of God who God has given them a date to advise his children. When I learned about it yesterday, I went on my knees and prayed a lot. And when I went to sleep, God brought me a vision. I was in my car somewhere in Kamukoji, and all of a sudden, a gentleman came to pluck out the side mirror. When I was coming out to go and stop him, other men came and started vandalizing my car. I was literally begging them to stop it. Young men, my own children. I was kneeling down, telling them this, don't do this, I am a prophet, and you will die. You will die. They could not listen to me. And finally I woke up. I learned a lesson, that whoever is going to die because of his sins. We were there when the Sabasaba thing started. We are young, as we are calling you Gen Zs. We played our game our own way. That is why we are here today. My advice is do not go on Sabasaba. As a servant of God, as a prophet, as a parent, don't go to the death trap. You cannot be a stable person in mind, and you are insulting the president of the country. You cannot be a person who fears God, and you are going to furtherize things. If you die, and whoever will die because of his own sins. You cannot change the president of this country. If it is God who gave him that seat, he knows why he did it. The judgment belongs to God. Let him come out the right way, not by what you are doing. You'll die. I am telling you. Don't go there. We had our time. You Gen Z say that we failed. We did not fail. You are the ones who are being misused, and you are foolish. You cannot go and say that you are saving us, that we were not able to deliver this country. We were there. Sabasaba came sometime in 1991, and we were young like you. We survived, and that is why we gave birth to you. Now, if you don't listen to your parents, then you will not blame the president. The president's work is not to lead you, to guide you. The word of the Lord says, do not steal. Honor the king. And if you don't do these things, you will die. If you steal, if you vandalize, whatever you do, you will die. If you don't honor the king, you will die. Why? Because according to the Old Testament, those people who stole, those people who dishonored their parents, dishonored the king, they killed others, they were stealing, they were all condemned to death. You are condemning yourself to the same penalty. Therefore, on Sabasaba Day, those people who are telling you to go there to do it, they are agents of Satan. You cannot go to a death trap unless you are a fool. A live dead dog is better than a dead lion. Better you leave these things to God. God, we all belong to one God, and He's going to see this country to the other level. My advice to you, be wise, honor your parents. Those parents who've told you don't go and then you go, you've dishonored them. And therefore, when you die, you'll die because of your own liking. What do you expect the president to do when 1,000 people are following him? Be wise. Run away from danger. Don't walk into the danger. May God help you.
Na nikirejelea mambo ya Sabasaba ya tarehe 7. Sabasaba haikuja kwa mirengo ya vita. Sabasaba ilikuwa ni mambo ambayo ilikuwa inaleta multipartyism, ili vijana kina mama wote wawe na sauti ya kuongea katika pati zao. Ilikuwa ni multipartyism, watu waongee. Mtu awe na uhuru wa kuongea, kusema ile jambo ambayo inamfinya. Lakini viongozi wetu wamechukua hiyo kutukosanisha sisi na wale ambao walichaguliwa, na hatuwezi kubali. Siku ya tarehe 7 mwezi wa 7 sisi tunasema ni amani.
Mimi kama kiongozi nasema vijana tudumisha amani. Busia, ukiangalia Kenya mzima, Busia tumekuwa watu ya amani. Kama sio polisi jana ndio wanaleta shida hii. Sisi tumekuwa watu wa amani, tumekuwa tunahubiri amani. Na still mimi nahubiri tarehe 7 tudumishe amani. Hiyo ndio yangu.
As the Secretary General of all Kenya University Student Organization, I've seen my brothers from Nairobi have made it clear, and on behalf of Coast, and actually in Mombasa to be particular, I want to assure you that we'll maintain peace, because there's no agenda for this Sabasaba. Sabasaba, actually somebody who is using Sabasaba, this was brought by Baba. Congress power. Congress power. Any person using a brand of Baba is equal to life imprisonment. And any person saying that Gen Zs, this is not a demonstration of Gen Zs. I'm neither speaking for the millennials nor even the commercial activists, but I know for the all comrades in particular. I urge you, I'm always the person who goes for mandamanda. I've told you today, tomorrow remain indoor, do your assignment, work on your project, and Mombasa, we need peace.
Sabasaba was meant to bring the people together for a common cause. And this cause was change. And we decided that we would go to Kamkunji grounds, which is historical grounds. That's where the last Kenya African Union meeting was held in 1952, before the declaration of the state of emergency. And that is again where, when they allowed for formation of political parties, again, the first rally of KANU was held in Kamkunji. So Kamkunji, that's also why eventually when they lifted Section 2A and allowed for formation of political parties, and the first party to be registered was the Forum for Restoration of Democracy. The first rally was held at Kamkunji. So we say that the Kamkunji has got a historical meaning, and that's why we wanted to go there. So what we're saying is that if you want to remember Sabasaba. Then we go to Kamkunji. I always go to Kamkunji, even quietly, but I always go there on Sabasaba Day to just go and remember the people who lost their lives there. So my idea would be we go to Kamkunji tomorrow, because if you're talking about protesting, you are protesting, where is this protest going to start? And where is it going to? My view would be the road should lead to Kamkunji. And then in Kamkunji, people meet there and pass a resolution. This is what we want, the Kenya we want. To me, that would be the best way to remember people who have...
Those people. Now, what is the meaning of Sabasaba to these young men? This Sabasaba was there when we had Matiba and Akina Rubia and Akina Jaramogi and Akina Mwite fighting for multi-party democracy, which we now have. So what is the relevance of Sabasaba today?
Now it
People are looking for platforms to cause chaos.
Will you arrest them?
Who?
Police.
Arrest who?
Those people who are looking for opportunity to cause chaos.
No, if you want to demonstrate, you are at liberty. But if you want to come and steal and attack police station, I'm sorry. You won't do it. You know, some